Friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Greetings from the sleeper berth. I hope y'all are doing well out there while I wait on my co-driver to get here. Winter has arrived, and it arrived with a bang here in Texas. Not just the snow in Amarillo either, but just over a week ago, it's almost 2 weeks ago now, a tornado hit the towns of Sulphur Springs and Paris. And another one hit the town of New Boston. On the one I heard about in Paris, a trucker who was trying to sleep passed away after his truck was picked up and tossed. So, drivers, please have a way to get weather alerts so that when the warning gets issued, you get woke up and can get to a place of safety if you have one. And I am dead serious about that. And by the way, this light overhead is super bright in this Cascadia. And there really ain't much I can do about it since it is 9 o'clock at night when I'm filming this. So, let's get started. Let's talk about winter. Friends and followers, I'm Trucker Zach Bell. This is Truckin. Okay, first off, I already mentioned about my condolences going out to the family of the driver that got lost in the tornado out in Paris, Texas. And combine that with all the winter weather that's coming, with highways getting shut down, chain controls already starting up this early in November. I strongly encourage y'all to get multiple ways to get alerted to severe weather. By multiple, I mean weather radio, CB radio, GPS, smartphone apps, and if your truck doesn't already come with one of these, an AM/FM radio as well. Because you need all the tools. Social is not going to cut it. Because say no to bonehead truckers and all those other crash groups, they're not real time. What you want is real time conditions. Alerts, breaking news, that kind of stuff. So, get yourself a weather radio. Get yourself a CB and make sure the AM/FM radio in your truck is working. So that way you have all the tools available. And if you have a Garmin GPS, download the Smartphone Link app and make sure it's paired to your phone, because just the other night when I was traveling between Jackson and Memphis, Tennessee, I ran into some icing conditions which the GPS told me about that some of the other sources were not. So there's my take on that. The good news is no crashes happened while I was passing through, and say for a box truck that was totally ignorant of the conditions, it ended up hitting a guardrail. But they were starting to get the salt shakers out there, or as I was going through, because of the conditions outside. So, now on to preparation. I've been seeing the R word a lot, and not the Airbus call out when you're landing a plane. Okay? Not the one that liberals like to use to make fun of me. But I want you to be prepared as a driver in case anything happens. Financially, with supplies, and ready to sit. Because there's going to be some problems that cause delays this winter. So, let's start with the financially first. I do not care if you are a company driver or an owner-operator or a lease purchase guy. There's some things that are so essential that you need to do them immediately to protect your bank accounts from the hassles of being broke. And that first thing I want to tell you about is you need to get an emergency fund. $1,000 minimum if you're a company driver. And if you got health issues, start working towards the 3 to 6 months of expenses. Because with fuel going up, with the price of everything else going up, especially at the truck stops, and with the price of your goods just beginning to skyrocket, you need to prepare now. It's always a good idea to have money in the bank anyway. Speaking of skyrocketing prices, I've noticed that truck stops charge on average significantly more than the grocery store. So number 2, if you have access to a grocery store or a farmer or rancher, now's the time to stock up on your groceries in the truck and at home. Do it now. Do not wait. The price of stuff at truck stops currently is 70% higher, and in some cases more, than the same goods at Walmart or even at a dollar store. So, stock up now. That's what I'm telling you. Especially if you have fridges and microwaves in your truck, take advantage of them. One more thing. If you don't have your winter supplies, little salt, little kitty litter, washer fluid, extra wiper blades, snow scraper, brush, Rain-X, if you use that, it's time to get them now. Because winter precipitation, as I stated, is already happening in Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. Places that don't normally get it. So if you have access to this stuff, now's the time to grab it. Before it sells out and before anything else happens. So, let's be prepared, y'all. And let's make your best trip your next trip. Keep learning, keep thinking, keep on trucking. Adios.